So with the popularity of TikTok and Instagram Reels, a lot of us seem to suffer with short-term mindset issues. So how does this relate to cryptocurrency? If you are constantly searching for quick dopamine hits, it does start to affect the way that we live our day-to-day life and how we interact with everything in general as a whole. So you develop this need to have a quick fix, this quick dopamine, this quick rush that gives you like instant satisfaction. And this is where it can start to get dangerous, especially when it comes to it when you're investing with your real hard-earned money. Now, one of my favourite crypto projects, and the one I actually have the most conviction in, I would say, is obviously Internet Computer Protocol. So the one issue that we have with ICP is not a quick fix, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a project that is going to make us millionaires overnight. So today we're going to go over how ICP can make you a millionaire. But if you're someone who thinks that this is going to happen in this bull run, you're probably going to hate this video. So reason number one as to why this is a long-term hold for me is they have a 20-year roadmap that has been set out. And we're not even 4 years into this yet. Here is a post that was put up by Dominic Williams back in 2020. It's available on the Medium website. So Medium is actually really good for ICP information. So we'll just kind of quickly summarise it. So in 5 years, the Internet Computer Network will be well known in tech circles, driving entrepreneurs and developers to choose it for open internet services, making fundraising easier and enhancing the competitiveness. Education is going to promote its adoption, while enterprises will increasingly integrate it with the help of inspired integrators. So we haven't even completed this stage yet. So this was posted in 2020. We're in 2024. This was our 5-year goal. So we know that ICP, the interest in it, is increasing quite dramatically. We know that people are getting more educated on it. People are learning about it. But we haven't completed this. We still have, realistically, like another year of this to go. So in 10 years, their vision is the internet computer could become the main computing platform, shifting the balance towards an open internet. DeFi will soar, rivaling traditional finance, and tech opportunity will democratize globally with Silicon Valley investing abroad, and the internet computer will be integral to computer science education. So their 20-year vision is that the open internet will surpass big tech's closed systems, leading to significant societal transformations. The internet computer blockchain will host crucial global infrastructure, fostering innovation and collaboration. That developing countries will skip big tech, benefiting from an open internet, and smart contracts will revolutionize society, enhancing privacy and sovereignty. So DeFi will eclipse traditional finance, and the network will evolve with new science driven by new generations of researchers and engineers. So we can clearly see that the Dfinity and the ICP teams set out with a long-term vision and a long-term mindset for the project. So they were never promising any kind of hard and fast moneymaker with it. Their focus has purely been on the development and the deployment of what they set out to do. And if that is not inspirational to you, then I have no idea what will be. So if we can focus on the next 5 years from now and not the next 5 minutes, here's a few key things to consider with ICP and why it could be worth it to hold it long term. So as the computer internet network continues to expand, they are drawing in more users and developers, and I really do believe that there is a strong potential for significant uptake in the value of ICP tokens. So it's very similar to a snowball effect. So the more people that get involved, the more valuable the network becomes, which drives even more participation and growth, and it ultimately boosts the value of ICP, which is what we are all in here for. And also, if Internet Computer proves its mettle by becoming a go-to platform for real-world applications, I can see huge long-term growth potential with it. So imagine if businesses across various different sectors start to rely on the internet computer for their day-to-day operations. So it would obviously solidify internet computers' importance in the digital realm, and this credibility and the usefulness would attract even more users and businesses, which fuels the continuous growth and adoption for it. So a lot of people, and myself, I am also really guilty of doing this, are always like, when are we going to hit $100? When are we going to hit $200? When are we going to hit $300? But one thing to remember is that this is not a cool or level-headed successful investor's mindset. So this is us talking about hitting a lottery with ICP, which, due to the very background and the fundamentals of the project, it's just not a lottery run. It's an investment for people who understand or who want to understand the project, and it's just not a meme coin that's going to pump ridiculously. And from my previous videos on ICP that I've done, I really do love that most people who are genuinely interested in the project are completely aware of this. There's a lot of people who are staking their ICP. There's a lot of people who are talking about the next 10 to 15 to 20 years rather than the next 10 to 15 to 20 days. So it's a great mindset to have, to be able to be aware of a project's long-term goals and to be able to follow through your investment and your conviction on it. So I have been playing about with this little tool here. So I'm not very sure how I came across it. It was probably on somebody else's video, to be fair. So it's the coin perspective. So I was already playing around with it. So all the information's already there that I was looking at, but never mind. So I was kind of looking at if ICP were to do a 10x. So I always think, I know people chase things that are like 50x's, 100x's for the bull run. As long as I can guarantee a 10x, I'll probably be happy with that investment, because I don't think there's any benefit from being overly greedy or for having overly high expectations just to then end up being kind of bitterly disappointed by it. So I've made myself comfortable with getting 10x's on coins. Maybe people will laugh at that, maybe people think it's a bit ridiculous, but profit is profit. We're going to take it. So if we want ICP to do a 10x from where it is now, so currently we're at $12.92 or $12.90. It's kind of bouncing between them just now. So I've taken it as $12.90, and this pretty much calculates what the market cap would be if you wanted it to increase to a certain, like you can put in what your target price is for any particular coin, and it will give you kind of what the market cap would be. So for ICP to do a 10x, so say it was sitting at $129, this would give it a market cap of $59.3 billion, which is obviously very high, and it's an increase of 901%. But one thing to remember is it is cryptocurrency, and bull markets are insane. I think I've kind of mentally blocked out the previous bull run, but that's okay. I can't remember if any of them increased 900%. It doesn't seem very realistic. If I had time, I would go and look. But from where ICP is just now, so it would have to have a market cap of $59.3 billion. We're currently at obviously $5.9 billion, I'm guessing. Yeah. So it's not completely unrealistic. It is, I would say that it is very doable, but it's probably a little bit optimistic to achieve over the next 6 to 12 months. Not 100% certain. Maybe somebody can kind of clarify on that for me. But I think it's important to remember that absolutely nothing is impossible if you think about it. But I do think that it confirms that this is a long-term play with ICP, and it is one that you really do have to have strong beliefs in. So if you aren't interested in the project, in the founder, and what they're trying to do with this technology, it's going to be a hard one for you to profit off of. But for those of us that do have a genuine interest and who are excited to see how the project and the technology can develop, I think it's going to be an incredible journey to be a part of. So if we want to be a millionaire off of ICP and just ICP alone, say we have not diversified into any other coins at all in our portfolio, which I really don't recommend, but I understand there are some kind of die-hard ICP believers, it's not a bad thing. But we're going to need to invest around about $7,800 between now and kind of the bull run starts to take off. So maybe this is achievable for some people, absolutely. And maybe one day it will be achievable for me if I can get my car to stop breaking down and costing me money first. But I think one of the most important things we should do is we should stop asking how much do we need to have in, or how much can I make from this, and start asking how much patience do I need to have. Because the answer to both of these questions right now is we need a lot. We need a lot of patience and we need a lot of money. And that's okay. But I'm interested to know, what is everybody else's latest thoughts on ICP? Is it a project that we are still bullish on? Have you lost faith in it? I know the price hasn't been moving as dramatically as I think some people are looking for right now. But let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.